Hello, 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 hello. This is South, aka Barney Fife, and welcome to my YouTube channel on Blast. Where being on Blast isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's certainly a good thing. So, as you can see here, we're with Marvel Kombat versus DC Universe, and I'm gonna let the demo go through here and show you some of the sick moves because it's hard to concentrate while doing a review at the same time. So in this way, you can kind of see some of the tight combos. This is my dude right here, Flash. This is the guy I'm trying to perfect right now. He's pretty sick. I mean, his moves. Trust me, guys. His moves take care of business. But he's got his. He's not that strong. He's only fast, so you can get your combos in. But there's other characters that can counter him. But today, we're gonna find out. Hey, is this game worth $65? That's really what our whole focus is. But maybe a couple things I want to point out and highlight to you is that this game has got a new counter system, which I think is really good. Basically, when you're about to grab or throw somebody, or you go off the side of the cliff, or whatever it is through the wall, they have these little mini games where if you try to guess the button that the other person on the CPU is going to do, you can counter that move, which is really good. And speaking of, there's a lot of mini games in this game that actually kind of make it nice to, kind of change up what Mortal Kombat, is pretty much familiar with. For those of you that like to play this game with the D-pad, it's going to be a little awkward because you have to press a button in order to do the side steps on the screen there. Because if you just use the D-pad, you just go forward, jump, duck, etc. So you're gonna have to press a button along with that in order to do side swipes or side steps, excuse me. But if you're a thumbstick kind of person, you're gonna have to use the D-pad at the same time. You're gonna have to learn to move your thumb from the D-pad to the thumbstick, which is kind of awkward. So that's a little weird. I'm gonna go into the game here and kind of show you a little bit about some of the features that this game has to offer. First thing I want to do is maybe show you the online. Okay, the online is probably pretty flawless, as if you were to, fight somebody and not get hit, as they would say, flawless. But here you are. You can join rooms that are already made. You can create a room, use your stats, leaderboards. Here, if you join a room, you can go into pre-made rooms. People, you can get into games. You can get into games almost. You can get into games probably in less than 30 seconds if you really know what you're doing. You can get into a game in less than 30 seconds. Not too many online games will allow you to do that. So I think the online there is pretty flawless victory. That type of thing. The extras here. There's bio endings and credits. Now you notice that there's no crypt and there's no puzzle combat, which probably if you're familiar with Mortal Kombat, you're probably used to those things. I kind of like the crypt. It's kind of locked a lot of things with your coins and everything, and puzzle combat was good because it's a nice little way to break it up with like some kind of Tetris with Mortal Kombat. But we're here in the bio section where you have 10 of each universe. You have 10 of the Mortal Kombat guys, Raiden, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Liu Kang, Kano, and then you have, on the DC side, you have Wonder Woman, you have Captain Marvel, Joker, Flash, Batman, of course, Superman. Now, this is a place where you can go in, you can kind of take a look and look at the models, look at the character. This is probably like where they replaced the concept art. Instead, they just let you look at the models. You can see the textures and everything, which is really nice. They did a good job graphically, with the logos, and look how the smoke is going off the logo. That's pretty sick. I like that. You can look at the bio to see how Superman became Superman if you didn't know. Some of those characters in there, you're probably going to have to read the bio because I'm not familiar with, like, for instance, this guy over here. I forgot his name, but he's someone I'm not really that familiar with. I don't really know how Catwoman became that, so it's pretty useful. Another thing is we're going to go into the single player section here, and I'm going to show you It's got the arcade, which we're all familiar with, combo challenge, and practice. Practice is, it's good. You can actually change the settings of, of the players and stuff like that, and change the AI, and basically be in a situation where, you just beat up the computer and do whatever it is that you need to do. The combo challenge, on the other hand, allows you to learn your combos. And please trust me, these combos are very, very sick. I love them. You can get your combo on there. The arcade mode is pretty simple. It's just like it always is. You go in here, you pick a side. Like I said, I'm working with Flash right now. He's my dude right now, and I can choose my opponents to just being the Mortal Kombat guys. I can mix them up, or I could just do this DC universe, which is nice. And you basically, it's a tournament style. You climb the ladder and get to the top of the arcade. Now, last but not least, I'm going to show you the story mode. Story mode is going to be a little different from the last Grand Theft Auto style that you're probably familiar with. Okay, this time you get to choose your side. These are obviously two universes that are going to collide eventually. I just started the DC universe side. Mortal Kombat, I was using the Mortal Kombat side first, but today I'm using the DC side, so I'll just show you something from the DC side. Now here, as you can see, we're in a cutscene here, and that cutscene is different. Before you could run around from different locations of the map and, and then choose your fights and whatever. But now they've kind of got a story in place where they kind of put together, a story so that way you can seamlessly go into your next battle. So I think they did a wonderful job with this. It kind of just changes the monotony. Breaks up the monotony of the other games, and just basically puts you in a story. What it is right now. So the bottom line, hey, is this game worth 65? I think so. No, not that I think so. If you like fighting and you're a perfectionist and you want to go online and perfect your technique and show the world that you can perfect your technique, this game definitely is for you. Even if you're just somebody that just wants to get up and fight every now and then, you will find this very addicting. You will pick a guy, you will kind of bond with a guy, and you will want to master that guy. So, is it worth 65? I think so. I know so. So, pick it up, take a look at it. As you can see, they're setting up. I'm about to go into this battle here. So, anyway, just want to let you know, South, and I'm out.